shit, motherfucker. We've taken so long to fucking get started.
You're liar!
Yay! Dick, sack, and ass lover. Chunk motherfuckers.
I definitely should have done that advanced, not for kids.
Anyway, happy holidays, motherfuckers. Woo! Zap.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas!
Then, let me make sure I can script this out properly.
Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Sanguinala, whatever.
Festivus. We should get Brian a Festivus poll.
Yeah.
It's very his style.
What?
A Festivus poll.
I think that's a Friends reference or something he's doing.
It's Seinfeld.
Yeah, they all kind of suck.
They're all 90s shows. They're wonderful in their own weird 90s way.
Either way, we all got each other presents as per the agreement of the festive holiday.
Woo!
So, as the GM, I would like to bestow upon, if anyone has any objections, the first gift. And we shall go clockwise from there. Actually, let's go counterclockwise, actually, because...
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. So, who'd like to guess what's in here?
I know!
Oh, what do you think it is, Fax?
It's not
Zoc,
Fax.
what do you think it is, Zoc?
PHP.
No! What do you think it is?
A pony.
Maybe.
Collapsible.
Sophia.
I have no idea.
Well, let's find out.
It's a PHP!
Ah!
Surprise! You were
Yes!
wrong, but you were right. You were wrong. Ha! I got a player Tampa.
And open the
Yes.
front page.
I don't know if you can read that.
My handwriting is atrocious.
It says, from your first full GM, may your 20s be natural. Brian Kyoto.
Round the table we go. I wonder who Sophia had. Gee, I wonder who it could be.
Mystery!
Gosh.
It's not like you could mathematically figure it out just by having two pieces of information.
Don't be crass,
I know.
Brian.
Dude, there's only four of us.
Uh,
Curse of Strahd! My god, you shouldn't have. No, seriously, you should have. I'm ready to run this and kill you all.
Well, Tim will bring us back. It'll be fine.
Yeah, resurrection isn't as neat as you might think.
Tim will bring us back. It'll be fine.
Why was my foot in somebody else's ass?
thank you.
That was a pain in the nuts to find, you know that?
Where'd you get it?
Yeah, sorry.
Where'd you
Yeah,
get it?
not-
Where'd you get it for the
Very
audience?
Yeah,
Show the camera. Up here.
Turn it around.
Oh, yeah.
Phone case.
Yay, phone case.
So
Yay!
happy. Yay.
Now she can finally drop her phone in peace.
Yeah.
And
Also-
I'm assuming your gifts will be online.
My gift is virtual.
Fuck, was it?
You're getting a Steam gift card.
Yeah!
Yeah. I thought you'd like that.
A G9 and an S9 are very not the same. An S9 is a Samsung, a G9 is an LG phone that they didn't release yet.
They didn't.
No, they're still on the G8.
Where's the cheese?
Regardless. So now that that's all out of the way, who would like to summarize what happened last time?
Oh yeah, I was gonna get some first. I was gonna get some spray paint and make that blue, but that probably wouldn't have worked anyway.
No, that's fine, just the way it is.
I do actually happen to have some blue painter's tape in my bag though, if you want, if you like.
No, that's fine. It's a phone case. I'm actually going to argue.
Yeah. All right, so. Right.
Well, you
recap.
guys summarize while I tweet all this shit out.
She got fucked up and racist, and
Super racist.
and he melted my brain trying to explain the concept of space itself to a gnome that has never left that has never contemplated the stars, much less left the planet.
Yes, that is basically more or less what happened.
Oh, I didn't bring any of my props. Damn. Oh well.
Oops. Today's the day of forgetting.
Yay! And gift giving.
Yay!
And everything should be tweeted, sent out, and fuck Facebook off. And everything should be good.
We have a little bit of streamception because that camera sees my laptops, which have the stream up.
Cool.
Wait, why is there a camera on me? Oh, no, that's from last week. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the
Just
last.
permanently freaking out. Okay, cool.
That was the last frame from that camera before I disconnected it, and it was still in OBS. So I took a screenshot and I saved it. I don't know if you can actually see anything on my screens other than the headers.
Oh yeah, I said to you about flipping your the logo in your face because like I look up like this and it's like you're down here on the left to right.
Yeah, we got 3
Hmm.
That's fine. But yes. So, now that everyone has their gifts exchanged, I'm going to say we start with the loner who wakes up alone in their apartment building with no furnishings.
Rip.
Seriously, invest either A, in a better apartment, or B, furnishings.
I'd rather just get furniture.
Or move into somebody else's.
Possibly.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'll find it later. So, you awaken in your room.
Yep, I'm getting up. Now that I almost died.
Yeah.
And then
God, what are you
unintentionally
doing? That's not what I said.
was insulting.
Wait, what did you want me to do?
Vertical swap.
So I'm going
Controls.
out of my room now and down and out of the building. And I go to Tim's tower.
Alrighty then. So you know the route by now. Getting to Tim's place isn't that
Yeah.
hard, really, for you guys
Yeah.
anymore.
Really is it?
Yeah, it's like in the center of this freaking city with a cut tip now at the very top of it.
Yeah, that's not hard to find.
Just not the tip.
Yeah, it got circumcised.
I was trying to remember the
Roughly.
words.
Circumcised?
Yeah.
Words
the
are
joke.
hard.
Yeah, I'm on like 4 hours of sleep. You're on what, 2?
Do you want coffee?
Nah.
I can make
I'd
coffee.
rather be here for as long as possible and not in your bathroom.
Fair point.
I'm on like 5 hours, but the alcohol is draining out of my system, so
I heard that. That sounds very satisfying.
I'm crashing.
My joints.
Yeah. Regardless,
Drink your milk, kids. It helps. Can't hurt.
yeah, so you live at Tim's Tower. Where are you two at currently?
I think I wound up in
Room.
the room, just sleeping.
Okay. And Zuck? Fox.
Fox.
Fox!
There are foxes, yes.
Room. I'm in the room.
So you're
Sleeping.
both in your room.
Yeah. In Capu's old room.
Yeah, Caboose dead.
Fax is snuggled up with Bandit on the bed.
So neither of you would see. So okay, where do you head? Now you are in the tower.
Tower.
Of course, the necromantic skeleton just goes as you walk in and go up the stairs, presumably.
The skeleton and the bandit seem to have a very similar sound.
So I think I just kind of go and sit in the living room.
Well, there's several places you can sit. You can sit literally in the room that I haven't fully furnished yet, but there are sitting chairs if you wished. Then you could also go to the library, which everyone seems to popularize, which is why it's the second room done.
Yeah, I think
And
I'll
then
go
there's also the
also.
kitchen.
There's another room
There are several rooms.
with chairs and like localization.
Yeah.
You never said any of that when we were looking for places
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna go
eat
in the
or
kitchen.
sit.
Haven't eaten.
Alright, so you're going to go bother Cookie. So, for the first roll today, I get the roll for chaos.
Oh my god.
You do that a lot with her.
No, this is literally just Cookie. Seriously. I roll for chaos, for Cookie, and I'll see if her boyfriend shows up just to inspire some drama.
You mess with her too much. You know that?
Alright, 80. Not too bad. Nothing too extreme is happening. He just has his face pressed up against the stove watching things cook.
Hey,
While a slight
Cookie.
bit of smoke just comes off of his flesh while he's watching it.
Hey, Cookie.
Hello!
Ah,
He still has his face pressed to the glass.
can you make me some eggs and bacon?
His face is completely flat. His nose is just all the way down against his face. And it's just as if he had still had a piece of glass on his face. Eggs and bacon, you say?
Yes.
Any specific eggs? We have fish eggs, chicken eggs, turtle eggs.
Chicken eggs would be nice.
You're boring! There, he goes off to the fridge across the room and quickly begins to throw something together. While that happens, what are you two up to?
Dax is gonna wake up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up, probably chew on some jerky out of my pack or something, and go see if I can find a space book.
Space book!
Fax is gonna meander down to the kitchen with Bandit.
Okay. So you are going to. I need you to do me a investigation, I guess. Yeah, I'll say investigation. It's to investigate the area.
That should get my dice.
11.
Okay.
How's audio?
All right then. Success. Fact. Yes. Zach, you do manage to eventually find a few star charts and maybe a book or two. You're not quite sure. It's what language do you speak?
The short people ones.
Okay, it's written in languages you don't exactly understand, but you can certainly give it a crack at a later time. I just want to knock out these two first. But we'll say that you're flipping through it, learning, familiarizing yourself with the stars and everything. Check Discord really quick, and we're going to say that you go down to the kitchen and meet up with Sophia. Yeah, I suggest using your new present for that. Yes, you find Sophia just kind of casually waiting in the kitchen for her food to get ready. Well, Cookie's doing, well, Cookie. There's really no explanation for it.
Fax is just gonna walk in and like give her a bit of stink eye, but not say anything.
Fucking racist.
Thinking that, but not saying anything. And he's gonna say, "Good morning, Cookie.
Hello!
Can I have some eggs?"
What kind of eggs would you like?
While Fax is looking Sophia in the eyes, he's gonna say,
What?
"Human."
Would he have known that that option?
Fax knows that Cookie has
Does have human body
does
parts.
have human body parts and eggs because he had asked Cookie for eggs himself at one point, and Cookie offered a list similar to what Sophia got with human eggs on there.
Okay.
So
Would he realize that's individual cells?
Probably
Fax
not.
has
Then
no
again, it's
idea what
also
the fuck he's saying. He just knows Cookie says they're human eggs. He's a little pissed at the human.
Okay.
So
Presumed human, yes.
presumed human.
She's looked a little hairy behind the ears, but you know, Humans are weird.
Looks close enough to human, so he's.
Very well! Human and non-human eggs coming right off!
Thank you.
Let's see how he does next one. Okay, not too bad. But yeah, it takes about 12 minutes in full to get both orders ready. He uses both he's using both parts of his stove to really get both burners on his stove to get the eggs going, with both hands actually, believe it or not. Ambidextrous, woo, and skilled at it too.
And also magic.
That too. Yeah, there's salt and pepper shakers just floating around, just throwing their shit everywhere whenever he needs it. And eventually, you guys are presented with cooked eggs. Both looking exactly the same.
Fax is going to look at the plates and think for a moment, but then he's just going to take a forkful and eat it while staring at Sophia.
Mmm, eggs. It's scrambled eggs. You can't really describe scrambled eggs. It tastes like scrambled
Oh,
eggs.
scrambled. Okay.
I'm just gonna eat my food.
I was expecting sunny side up.
You have to
somehow.
request and sign up. You just like,
Well,
yeah, we just get cooked.
well, you didn't specify anything.
True, fair
Is
enough.
my point.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'm just gonna eat my food.
Also, scrambled eggs would kind of probably be hard to make for him.
Yeah.
Because the more bashing and smashing that's involved, the better it tastes. He's not exactly the delicate type, which is why Tim has him constantly trying to make a souffle. So why do you do this to me? Because I own you. I fucking hate it here. No, you love it. Yeah, I do.
But yeah, Fax is just gonna wander back out with his eggs. Thanks, Cookie.
You're welcome.
He's gonna go back to his room to eat.
I heard you almost died. Like a bitch.
Yeah, I did.
That must have sucked.
Yeah. It did. But now I'm alright.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But I like being alive. Anything else?
Get the fuck out of my kitchen.
I'm not done my food.
I can hold this for several minutes.
So can I.
You
You keep blinking. I haven't.
Oh god. I'm just gonna fucking leave. So I finish my food and I leave.
With Cookie staring the entire time,
Oh well.
burning a hole in your head.
As you leave, you just slowly hear the sizzling of stone being cut. Just eventually a small hole appears in the wall. You can still see his beady eyes staring at you. As he literally burns a hole through the wall to stare. Yeah, where do you go off to eat?
I finish.
Oh, okay. So you just leave your shit there. Alright, so you're going back up to the room. Do you make any pit stops along the way?
Nah, Fax is gonna be boring.
Okay. Zoc!
Yeah?
Give me... Well, first of all, this is written in a language you don't understand. How do you wish to try and figure it out?
And by your language, I take it I don't know what language it is.
Have you encountered Elven?
I've encountered Dark Elven, so I would say the connection wouldn't probably be the hardest to make.
Okay, then yes, it's written in Elven. Most of it, at least.
Yeah, some kind of elf stuff like that stuff I saw in the Underdark with those point-eared weirdos.
Those damn knife-eared bastards.
Well, I'm also a damn knife-eared bastard, so I'm not
Slow.
gonna think of that.
Yes, but they're slightly more knife-eared. How dare they have an extra inch of ear?
You know, as well as being 3 feet taller.
Yeah, not that. Those tall knife-eared
It's
bastards.
probably some kind of elf stuff, so I guess I look for a elven to common dwarvish halfling or whatever.
Alright,
or,
investigation.
23.
Nice. I need you to. Okay, make a dex check. Make a dexterity saving throw. Natural 20.
Yeah.
Just instinctually, you hold out your hand while you're looking for a book, and out of nowhere, a book just falls right in your hand. You look up, you see Tim's throwing his books over his shoulders again. You look at the book. Elven for Dummies. And Short Folk.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic because I want to see if there's like some illusion magic on this shit.
Go for it. I'd say give me Arcana. Just a quick Arcana.
3. I don't think that's how Detect Magic works, but okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you noticed anything else. Yeah, it's we should. You hear Tim chuckle about. But yeah, as you realize it just disappears, and you just see Tim laughing. And
I'm just gonna be like,
"You're welcome."
I want to be irritated, but that's actually pretty freaking hilarious.
Yeah. He's looking about like 20 feet above you, but yeah, he's just sitting on a carpet, flipping through books.
Okay, so I'm gonna take those 2 books over to a table and start leafing through them both.
Okay. Let me use the new map.
I'll probably start with the lexicon and then go to before starting on the star chart thing.
There's also a cat in the room, you notice now. She kind of sits there and stares at people who come in and go. Meow.
Well, that probably comes up to my hip, so I'm not gonna mess with it.
Well, it's sitting on the, as you're standing, yeah, it actually comes up to eye level due to the chairs.
Hmm.
So it's just kind of sitting there going,
Well, I meant just as a general comparison of
Yeah.
body mass.
cats aren't that tall. You're like 3 foot, right?
Cat's gonna be about 2.
1.5, 2.
I'd say this is a relatively small cat.
Yeah.
So
So
I think,
your knee.
yeah, it's probably your knee, not your hip.
That's still a pretty big thing with a lot of points on it.
Yeah. But yes, regardless.
Yeah.
You sit down at one of the tables, I'm guessing, just either table. Oh, it's 4 tables, actually.
Lowest one drag that little single chair over to it,
Okay.
away from the tiny apex predator.
Yeah. Really should have made these tokens. Actually, wait. No, fuck that. Give me a sec while I go through all my assets. I am going to need a. That is way too big for you. And there we go.
Yeah.
Don't worry about where the chair came from. Or the.
I have questions.
Okay.
Can I
Alright.
say something first? I'm just gonna say I dragged the chair over and then
You look back and their chair's still there.
yeah.
Okay.
I have a
Is
bunch.
there a garden to the thing? Okay.
It's all wizard stuff related.
Yep.
Okay, so first off, what level are we?
4.
All right, we're level 4. So are we talking about reallocating my levels, like take 2 from rogue and put 2 on wizard if I want?
I have a thing worked out for it, don't worry.
Okay. All right. Also, can I do multiple schools of magic in the long run?
No,
No.
not exactly. Not without mastering the school, unfortunately.
So
Hit
like,
20, start again.
Basically.
but once I start again, I have that one in my pocket, right?
Basically, but that's level 20 plus.
That's
Okay.
4 years from now, bro.
At
Alright.
least.
So I want to be sure what I'm picking.
Yeah, because after that you're kind of stuck with it unless you do some magic shit to get out of it.
which, being a wizard, involves a lot of reading.
Yeah, or a really good teacher who has a workaround for that type of thing.
Which is handy.
Yeah. I will say, if you are trying to ask Tim to be your teacher, you can have necromancy, which he's a master of. You'll get some perks where some disadvantages to it. He also knows, I think, war magic was the other one he tried out for a bit due to his time. So basically, he had to learn to wear plate mail and cast spells. So, yeah. Basically, he learned. He can't teach you too much of that because he just doesn't want to, mainly.
I can feel like it.
I don't fucking feel like doing that shit again. And I forget what the other school was that you had. Let me check real quick, make sure. And transmutation. Or conjuration, I apologize.
Okay.
Portals.
And
Basically.
do I need to... Can I start wizarding without picking a school?
You can.
Is there a disadvantage to that?
You don't get your subclass.
You're level 1.
And yeah, you're literally stuck at level 1.
Yeah, I think Fax is going to be mostly interested in necromancy.
Okay.
Because undead minions.
Yeah.
How does that factor into his character?
He just thinks it's cool.
You bet Tim is like, oh fuck, I could do this.
Yeah,
I want
it's
to
like,
learn.
this is super cool. I can learn magic? I can have a skeleton friend? That's cool.
Actually, wait. You're going to the library, I'm assuming, then, yeah?
That will be the goal, yeah.
I want you to make me a perception check while you're studying. Good job.
15.
You notice a large turtle on bipedal walking around with what appears to be a man with leprosy.
I shift my bag into my lap.
Ah, hello there, friend! And he walks immediately up to you and gives you a hug.
I maintain control over my bag.
You notice his hand is blatantly trying to reach for it while you're...
Smack, smack.
Ah, right, personal space.
Yes, please, thank you.
He just walks away. Cameos. Because he's the only one who would have gotten that reference. Although I should punish you for metagaming, I don't really feel like doing that.
No, I met him one game before.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, you have, right.
You
yeah.
forgot about that?
Motherfucker,
God
I'm running
damn,
4
man.
different shits, man.
You are so forget.
You're
Nah,
out.
nah, we love you,
I'm
Brian.
running 4 things, man.
We love you, Brian, and we understand.
Forgetful piece of shit.
It is, it's rewarding, but, luckily I get to be a player for once, so that's pretty fun.
Woo!
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm stuck being a furry, which, kitsune. Because Asians. Anyway, worry about that after the game. Thanks, Chris. We love you. But yes. So as he walks out, you pass him. You notice the mummy, or what you would assume to be either a mummy or a person with leprosy, and they just both walk right past him because I don't feel like doing all that shit. And you head up into the library, and you see Zoc sitting at a table by himself near a giant pile of books off to the corner. Well, you see this fucking map.
Entrance on the left.
Yes.
Okay.
And you see Zoc. I was like, where the fuck can I get get the
Piano!
fuck out of here. Just give you
Town shit.
welcome my fucking naming shit, man.
I like it.
It's just as a token.
Yeah, wizard.
Okay.
Under human mage. Halfway up. Most of the way up. Oh. Yeah, it looks like a wide-brimmed hat from from the icon, but it's a cape.
We'll say it's a wide brim hat.
I like that. Thank you.
Alright, so Fax is gonna go over and grab a chair and sit with Zoc. Say, hey, what's up?
I'm trying to figure this stuff out, and the book seems to be in elf words.
It's an elf word. You look at the book. Yep, that's elf.
So where should I get started trying to learn about magic?
I'm gonna need a
You,
minute.
you hear another book clatter to the ground behind you. Damn it.
I would guess go find that book that just hit the ground. Tim seems to throw useful things.
Fax is gonna go see what the last thing that Tim threw was.
1,001 ways to tell somebody to go fuck themselves.
Fax is gonna ignore that book and find the next book.
1,002 ways to tell somebody to go fuck themselves in their native tongue.
Fax is gonna go to the book before the last one.
1,001 ways to tell somebody to go fuck themselves.
No, before that.
The one Tim threw before that one.
He didn't throw any. Well, no, none of them have landed. He throws books over his shoulders. Those were the only two that landed.
Okay.
So they're just floating, you mean?
Well, they kind of after he throws them, you look up, you see like a mage hand grab it and put it on a shelf behind him.
But some just hit the ground.
Yeah, occasionally.
Yeah,
He only has.
I'm just
he can
like
only
not
summon
gonna
so
look
many
up. I
hands.
say and just go. I would advise double checking the inside of the book.
Fax is gonna look in the book.
Both the first one, 1,001 ways to tell somebody to go fuck themselves.
Fax is gonna check the other book.
1,002 ways to tell somebody to go fuck themselves in their native language.
Like
In
the inside.
yes.
Just like every page.
Is
No,
there
that's the first. No, on the first page is that, and like every page is literally just step-by-step instructions on how to tell somebody to go fuck themselves, or how to insult them,
there a
or how to
ladder to
tell
get
you're
up?
being insulted.
Is there a
That's
ladder to get
either
to
a
Tim?
very elaborate magic or a very dedicated joke.
It is. It's the second element.
He probably has 1,003 somewhere on the shelf. Is there a ladder to get
Yeah,
up? to
sadly,
Tim?
the writer died before he could write the third one. It's
Hmm.
unfinished.
I wonder.
It's unfinished.
Is there
Yes, there are about 8 ladders all around the place.
Okay, Fax is going to use the closest ladder to go up to Tim.
7, I apologize. Actually, no, 8. Yeah, just 2 on one wall, 2 on one wall, 2 on one wall. So yeah.
Not the biggest deal.
Yeah, whatever the closest one to Tim, Fax is going to climb up.
So yeah, it takes you a few minutes.
So this is like a skyscraper tall library.
It's only like 2 or 3 stories.
That's a tall library for just having a ladder straight up. Usually you have multiple floors.
Yes.
But I guess
Yeah,
Tim
but
wants
Tim,
his
after
tall
Tim
bookshelves.
got a magic freaking carpet, he was like, oh yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, just
fly to the book.
Basically.
just make the bookshelf go up more. Who gives a shit about landings?
Exactly. If I fall, I die. Who cares?
Thank God there's ladders.
Yeah.
So Fax is going to get up there and say, "Can you help me learn magic?"
What kind?
I'm really interested in necromancy.
I would have led with, I don't know.
Closes the book, throws it over his shoulder. I'm gonna have fun. Grabs by the face. Do you trust him? Well, first of all,
tense up.
are you willing? Is more the question.
Fax is going to tense up, and instinctively he's going to want to try and grab Jim's hand, but he's not going to.
Okay, so that's a no on the resistance.
No resistance.
Okay, and as you do, you feel yourself immediately pulled out of your skin.
So out of body
Psychically
experience.
or
Spiritually.
playing?
Spiritually.
So body is still there.
Your body basically grips. Your entire muscles grip onto the thing for a few moments before you you don't know what happens after that, because as you fly through the air, you're a very tiny little pin of light, and you fly into one of the nearby books.
Oh boy, the Page Master.
Basically,
So
I
Fax
was
is in a
thinking
book.
that needs a remake.
Is Fax in a book or is Fax a book?
well, currently you're sitting in a void, just with Tim. All right, I'm assuming you don't want to age to a grape, right?
No. I
Yeah, this is the quickest way to do that. Well, to avoid doing that, I guess. Alright, so let's begin. Make me 10 Arcana checks. How many levels do you want?
So I've got 4 levels to work with.
Yep. You can completely respec your class.
You know what? I wasn't really doing the roguish shit anyway, so I
all 4?
guess yeah, let's go all 4.
Alright. So, over the course of what feels like 20 years. 20 fucking years of this god-awful man. Initially, for the first 8. But you come to realize, no, he's actually, one, a pretty good teacher. You slowly piece together he has taught in the past. Actually, really good, even. You suspect that he's, at points he even takes a ruler and slaps your desk. And, he just picks, in the way he even is, when you're frustrated, he picks up on that and approaches it differently. You can tell, just through exposure, he has taught before. Another thing you will also gain is advantage on figuring out his mood of the day. Because you do realize, depending on certain small things, he's might be having a bad day, might not be. Another thing that happens, you're not exactly nutritionally fed, so your muscles do degrade, but your mind will basically. It's to help compensate for the respecking of your entire skill list. So, basically, as you lose the memory of how do you sneak around and shit and everything else, but you do gain the knowledge of a wizard. So you can now change yourself basically to a wizard, officially.
Nice.
Other things you would gain from that is your spell book, which I will work out with you later. But if you wish to cast a spell, basically just flip through that and just basically throw a dart at a few spells. Yeah. But for the time being, he does not give you your own spell book. He will give that to you, I'll probably send it to you or something. But yes, you do get a blank spell book from him after the 20-year wait. And as that ends, you're sucked back into your body. It's like, good job. Now get the fuck out of here. And slaps you. What you learn is, good job. And you're sent back to your body, where you're sitting there. Your arms feel a bit weak because you've been gripping it for a while. And you're now free to allocate your stats.
How long actually passed?
About 5 minutes.
20 years, 5 minutes? That's not bad.
High level magic, motherfucker. High level magic in a pocket dimension located inside of another pocket dimension.
Pockets. So yeah, Fax is just gonna do that slidey thing down the he's gonna slowly slide down the ladder.
Yeah, look over wizard, by the way, while you're.
And he's just gonna kind of flump on the floor.
Yeah, do I have a spare sheet for you? Where's that folder? Oh, that'd be great if I kept that there.
Do my proficiencies change?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're completely respecting to wizard, yes.
So I might as well just do a new spell or a new sheet.
Basically.
Alright.
I think. Yeah.
I'll keep that one, but
Yeah.
if a lot of my stats are changing, do any of my skills change?
You'd lose proficiencies because you've forgotten over how little you've used them. You've literally just been using the few wizard freaking.
You've been using brain for 20 years.
Okay.
20 years basically straight. You've had maybe a few minutes of what Tim calls meditation hour, where you basically slump into a corner and just go,
Do my main stats change?
They can if you want them to.
Alright.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because
that's
this says for
Oh,
a
he
quick build,
tried.
intelligence should be your top, which it already almost
terrible.
is.
He tried.
Don't you have no? They succeeded.
Intelligence,
They were
constitution,
trying to make something
dexterity.
like that.
My constitution's not the greatest.
How wizardly.
Regardless, I will say you work on that while I RP these two.
Okay.
Neat.
What are you up to, Sophia? You've been just walking around your room, basically. Or walking around the tower for a bit. What you up to?
I'm just walking. I'm not going anywhere.
Specific?
No.
So do you stay in the first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth? What?
First floor.
So you're just basically walking around the first floor, just examining?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check. Actually, wait. Don't shifters have advantage on a perception-based thing? I can't remember.
No, not from what I read.
Pretty sure it's spell based.
They have proficiency in wisdom and dexterity, from what I remember reading. 33.
Next page. No, beast within. No. Shifting, ability. Natural athlete. Which one are you again?
Wild hunt.
Natural tracker. Could have sworn you had something on that.
Nope, just on wisdom and dexterity.
Oh. It could be perception. No, screw it. Let's see, give me perception. Perception. This is hearing based. 8 plus your
Yes.
modifiers.
And this is, here will be survival. That's wisdom.
Hearing perception.
That's 0. There's 8.
8 total?
Yeah.
You don't have perception. Take that as hearing. Okay. You don't hear anything outside the occasional rattling from the skeleton flipping his book. Like flipping a page in his book.
Okay.
I mean, she doesn't seem to be the most perceptive, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
She doesn't have proficiency anyway. So yeah, she's
We're really gonna keep doing this, okay.
I'm sorry, it just presented
Okay.
itself so much.
yeah, you're just looking along the line of bookshelves that he has in the main room. It's not too impressive as a library, but it's above your head, so that's something.
Yes.
There's also a nice fireplace and the moving star chart.
Okay, so I'm just kind of looking around.
That's what I don't
Looking
have
at
my
it, kind of.
book.
I think I kind of make my way back to the library.
Okay. So you're going to go back to the library.
Yep.
Alright, eventually you go up the stairs, and we're going to cut to Zach. Give me I'm going to say intelligence. Just straight up intelligence.
Constructed 20.
Construct 20. So, you're cross-referencing information he's given you, translating you're cross-referencing that with the translated script of the book from, like, basically on space travel and shit.
Yeah.
Everything seems to be checking out for the most part. You also learn that, from your knowledge, it is possible, well, from the knowledge in the book at least, it is possible that there is a multiverse. Like, there is somebody that is exactly like you. There's another Zoc sitting in another library at this exact second, reading this book, looking exactly where you're looking. Only difference is that he has a different eye color.
I feel like jumping to other planets existing would be the first thing to verify, but okay.
Well, no, that's how it basically is explaining. It's like, no, multiverse exists. At one point, it's just like, oh yeah, no, this is what a multiverse is.
I guess the concept of existence and the concept of planet is different.
Yeah.
It
tries to basically cover all of that, and then it works its way down to the smaller grade of, no, listen, the world is our existence is fucking huge, is what it starts off with. I'm simplifying it, of course, because a lot of it's technical mumbo jumbo bullshit that I don't feel like explaining.
Personally, I like what Douglas Adams started with.
The world's really fucking big.
Space is really, really mind-numbingly big.
It explains that there is a multiverse, and in each verse there are alignments of planets. Planets are it breaks down to solar systems, planets, and you learn that there is a way to actually travel through those, even through spacefaring vessels, even.
Mm-hmm.
It then goes into explaining different vessels of travel and such. Like different sizes of vessels that are even quantifiably probably bigger than a planet. And probably exist with more people than a planet. And most of it is magic powered. Because space!
Now, when you have access to the ethereal realm, why muck around with nuclear fission?
Basically. But yes, you also learn that there are things. There are also you can. There is another way you can actually traverse it. From one, you can literally just cast the flash spell on yourself a bunch, or you can do. I think it's called what is it? Not dreamscaping.
Astral project?
Yes, astral projection. The trouble is, it warns you in the book as well that there is a creature out there, several creatures actually, that can cut the thread that will tie you back to your body.
Upon reading, the mind just flashes back to the brain dragon.
Essentially.
And the thing in the pond. Wow, so many things with brain stuff in this story of our lives.
Brain.
Oh yeah, the common enemy that you guys are going to be facing is undead and illithids.
Didn't we need a fucking tungsten crossbow to kill one?
No, that's just what Hank brought with him.
One.
That's just what Hank brought with him. It was to justify having his.
Isn't an illithid basically an old one?
Kind of.
I wouldn't call that a common enemy, and the fact that you do makes me very concerned, Brian.
Well, no, the illithid.
I'm gonna go with moving forward.
Mind
I just want to.
The illithid aren't just mind flayers. There are other illithid-esque monsters. There is the dragon. There are the common mind flayers.
Okay.
There are dogs. There are people that are possessed.
Okay, because you say the thing. I'm thinking of the sea monster. You know.
No, don't worry about that. That is not going to be on the world. Otherwise, Tim would get involved.
Yeah, like
And
you
guys have
said
seen how
that was an illithid, so that's like you say anything's an illithid, I think of that. So it's like just to explain where I'm at, right?
Well,
right
I hope I helped clarify things.
You have.
That you're not going to be facing Cthulhu in power armor. Not without seriously annoying me. Or going to the places you're not supposed to go. No, trust me, neither of you could access that without seriously going down a different path I would plan for.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
so,
I said,
so that,
the way I have it set up is I
illithid
do have
is
8
a
different points.
faction, not a unit. Got it.
Yes. Illithid as in a faction. So, both my elbows.
Ooh,
Don't die,
fuck
Brian.
yes. Much better.
very excellent.
But yes, you do learn about spacefaring vessels. You do learn that space is actually surprisingly warm. You do confirm basically everything he's told you, and you refine it a bit more.
It makes a lot of sense, actually. Space form, if it's as volumetric as he says, you say he said, that would make a lot more sense.
And from what you can always gather is, so long the way spacefaring travel mainly happens is basically the whole entire crew thinks, let's go forward. And it's driven, you're basically flown through sheer willpower.
Work power.
Basically, yes.
So, ship's entertainment is more important than one might think, huh?
Yeah. Basically keeping everyone in high spirits. Yeah, you can go a bit faster.
Okay.
Oh, let's sing us a song to go faster. Orcs, 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 orcs. Too much willpower. Ah! Oh, we lost one. Brings everyone's spirits up. Aw, he was funny. I'm okay. No, he's gone forever. Shoots him in the head. There's the walk of a good captain there. I'm gonna go get me a grog.
Anyway.
Yes. But yes, that's what you learn. And as you realize this, you hear a loud sci-fi noise-ass bullshit. And look up and see Fact slowly sliding down with his arms a bit skinnier than you remember him being. Although his eyes look very bloodshot, and you see the arcane flowing through him a lot brighter. You have no idea what the fuck is going on because you had your head stuck in a book.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the book unless he comes over here.
Yeah, Fax is just like sitting. His arms are they just kind of fell to his side once he actually hit the ground. He's just. Yeah. He's a little out of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in my book for maybe 10 more minutes and then like go back And I'm guessing you're just gonna still be there at that point. Yeah.
He's,
I'm just gonna
he's
go over
just
and like
absorbing.
upside the face, like, okay.
I'd say wisdom saving throw, try and snap out of your coma. Because literally, you just spent 20 years in 5 minutes.
7.
Nah, man, you're going.
Saving throw. Plus anything on my saving throws?
I'd say use your current stats until your respec.
Um.
I'd say during the break, I'd say take the time to respec.
Okay.
Nobody ever fills in their saving throws.
Yeah, you have to really do that.
I did. None of these
That's appreciated.
Okay, I've got +1 mod to wisdom, but my saving throw is +3. How do we do that?
What?
I'm trying to backwork how he figures his out.
I forget how that happens, honestly.
Okay. You're on your own. You've got the book.
Basically, yeah. I think it's modifier plus proficiency plus something.
Yeah, modifier plus proficiency would make sense. That's how I have a +5 to intelligence saving throws.
But you have proficiency in intelligence saving throws due to your class.
Yep, intelligence and
it's-
wisdom.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just basically the same as any skill check then.
John,
Okay, so
wisdom modifier plus proficiency.
As you're both wizards now. Just one's better.
Well, should we keep with
Go
the
for it,
7?
roll again.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming you're not
Yeah.
just going to I'm assuming you're going to keep slapping him until he gets a response. Yeah.
Yeah. 4.
Well, that's one response.
15.
15. Yeah.
Oh, so fucking skulls to my eyeballs.
You okay there? I mean, you're clearly
Uh,
not, but are you conscious yet?
You understand the human anatomy more than you'd like to.
Human?
You understand that there are bones inside of you. There's a skeleton waiting to come out of you as soon as you die.
We're all skeleton suits.
You know the meme of I'm afraid that I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah,
No, I'm
with the
actually just
bones.
afraid that my skeleton's going to get too strong and break out.
Yeah, bones.
That's
yeah, I
basically you right now. Only you believe it.
We're all skeleton suits.
I'm gonna keep with the slapping.
Everybody's got bones. Anybody. Tax is kind of freaking out.
Yeah, presumably.
Uh,
Your understanding of
I'm gonna go from to
to more what?
not quite that, but like maybe a third of the way in.
can Vax accidentally some kind of magic right now?
Sure. What do you want to cast?
I mean, you already cast shit.
Like, just whatever would be most appropriate for being slapped and freaked out, but won't actually cause any damage to Zoc.
Mage armor.
Fucking way to tie my hands together. Oh.
I mean, ideally won't harm him.
Mage armor.
Mage armor.
I guess you would know mage armor, yeah.
Yeah, PHB 256.
Actually, no. The thing with wizard spells is you can't cast them subconsciously. That is a thing.
Okay, so
Yeah, fair point. Fair
so
point.
you can't accidentally magic.
Nope.
It's not like with the ice breath.
Nope.
Okay.
Ice breath was more a biological thing, whereas this is actually no. It takes work to cast a spell.
What about cantrips? No.
If you look at it, some of them are verbal, semantic, and shit. Meaning you literally have to cast the spell or speak the words, knowing what you're doing.
Cantaloupe.
Basically, you have
What?
to go. You basically have to go. Yes,
Okay, so I can't
That's Tim's method. But
can't do an accidental magic to make it obvious to Zoc that Vax is magic. So, but Vax can't accidentally have magic to make it obvious, story-wise, to Zoc that Vax is not magic.
I mean,
I guess Tim would actually have taught you mage armor by throwing fireballs at you and screaming dodge. So you could do that if you want.
I mean, he's only level 4. He doesn't get fireball yet.
Well, you don't.
Mage
Tim
armor.
does.
Um,
But yeah, mage armor would be in your spell range.
does that use spell slots?
Pretty sure it does.
Yeah, well, you're probably heading for a long rest very immediately anyway, so who gives a crap?
Yeah. So Fax is gonna.
Immediately throw your hands about and go. Major.
Yes.
Fuck!
Because he doesn't want to get slapped anymore.
But yes, as you go to slap him, knowing the spell,
Some
you
kinda-
can easily recognize it. I would say.
I'm just gonna be some kind of psychic training or some shit.
How long has it been?
About 5 minutes. Time compression, I'm guessing.
20 years.
You should go take a nap.
I'm gonna go
23, actually. Tim says, standing behind you guys.
Pax just kind of looks up for a second. And
Sock jumps a little like.
Pax has gotten used to that over the past 23 years, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
you realize
I mean,
that there's a
plus
feat
behind
called-
me is in front of you.
Well, no, even then, he just kind of dropped down silently, with a nice, not even his rope move. He just went.
So basically, most of Tim's scary shit antics, Fax is just immune to now,
More or less, you know.
or expects it.
Yeah, there is actually a feat called Skulker, meaning if you can make yourself quiet enough, you basically can just appear behind somebody and be like, "Hey, what's up?" Basically.
So you can rogue shit as a wizard, basically.
Yes. And that's why, and you've actually just successfully pieced it together. That's why the room is always slightly dim.
For the sneak.
Because the whole thing is, if it's in dim light, you could basically disappear.
Oh hey, respecking his points. Does he also respec his level feats?
If you want so.
Also, you can change over the level by level class score improvements for one of those in exchange.
I thought they were the same thing. I think the only different one was the fighter, which has it's like, oh, feet, dot, 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 dot.
Is it just me or is it getting hot?
The air is
it's not
on.
just you.
A little bit.
Okay. Because I'm really hot.
I
You
know
could take off your
last.
coat.
I know when we hit 4, I exchanged the score improvement for spell sniper.
Right. Give me a sec. I'll check this.
Do you think we're gonna get to the point where we're actually going to really do anything outside of the RP stuff? Like that I might actually need to know the wizard shit?
Today?
Yeah.
Depends on what you guys feel like on.
Literally,
Literally,
Plus your
I
feet.
have it prepared where you guys can do almost anything, basically.
because I'm kind of like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and
Then yeah, we'll stick to RP for you.
okay, yeah. So we'll
Also, you're not really, you've never really been a frontline fighter, nor the I'm gonna go start a fight with somebody alone without telling anybody.
at night in the woods called the Hex Woods.
I mean, it wasn't night. Let's be fair.
It was the middle of the day.
It was
Oh,
the middle
okay,
of the
well,
day.
still.
We'll be fair about it.
Going to the Hex Woods.
We talk shit, but we're fair about it. Remember that.
But anyway, you can help me out of game
Yeah, later.
with this because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I have too many questions.
Yeah, you only get one ability score improvement right down your arcane tradition, which would give you your necromancer shit.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause I have some questions also for you too.
About?
Because I looked at the Wild Hunt part,
Oh, pretzel.
it's
Where we had the pretzels.
this part
No,
changes a lot.
Okay, so your ability score improves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
just based
I'm
off of
just-
base humans, so.
Oh, hey, leaving them in
Just trying to
Yes.
That was
just trying to
unintentionally
make
smart.
sure that the numbers are right.
Alright, I guess we can do a quick break right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's take our break and do the brain stuff now.
Because I want to make sure that this is correct and I'm not just like aimlessly putting shit
Okay,
on the
so
table.
Do you remember what you did for
Stuff.
your
We
human
want to know
thing?
things.
Did you take the +1 to everything, or did you take the
Alright,
2 and the
let-
P?
That's the cheese.
Two.
Yeah, let me
But I had 2 up here, but then it changed when I looked at the Wild Hunt. It said dexterity,
have some.
+1.
Okay, then you should be good.
So should I change this number?
So what you want a wizard?
If it's a +1, then it doesn't really change too much because it's only 12 at that point.
I can't remember what this was,
Oh, that was
but
good aim.
I know that it's +2.
Right to the arcane traditions.
No, let me go this real quick.
Actually,
But that's what it says for the wild hunt part. Just trying to make sure everything is correct.
13.
so yeah, you can trade an ability score improvement for a feat.
15, 14,
That's
13,
why I can cast
12,
Firebolt up to 240
10,
meters.
8.
Feet, not meters.
So those are, okay, that's your stat. It's 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8. So make sure you
Okay.
write that down somewhere, and then we'll work backwards.
15, 14, 12.
You know, just erase all this, and then we'll start from there.
Do you have any blank character sheets? I might.
Not on me. I don't know where they are at the moment.
Okay. So I do have my digital copy, which was not even synced with my physical copy.
Yeah, but it's 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8.
Does it keep his base ability scores?
He can if he wants, or he can reach back and
So you can just completely redo your whole character sheet down to the bones.
essentially. You can also change your thing to student because you basically spent 20 years. So
Character
My
margin, yeah.
class?
No,
Or
your
background?
yeah, background. That's it. Or not.
Oh, crap. Shit. Shit.
Shit, fuck, shit, fuck,
Pretty much.
I'm gonna put Outlander student.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh
I
God.
heard that ringing off the walls, man.
Yeah, it did. It sounded like it hurt.
It did.
Should see someone about that.
I'm just dying. It's fine.
So yeah, you've got pretty much just that as far as class stuff. Subclass, all you've got is the grit and the hardness thing.
Soul sucking goodness.
yeah, basically.
What is your question?
No, I'm looking. No.
Not him.
Okay, alright. So saving throws, where do I get that number?
You're the PHP. Trying to look for where keep the spare ones, but I know I have spares.
Because I saw it said I should do intelligence and wisdom for my saving throws, but it doesn't have like where I get the number.
It should be at the front of the book then.
ST, SP, SH, QRS, Sacred, Savage, Saving Throw. Page 7 above 179.
Oh.
I'll try to get you a paperback copy, or you can find one online, I'm sure.
Wait, you said 15, 14, 12. Oh, 10.
Yeah.
Of what, the character sheet?
Hit points, proficiency bonus. Okay, where was it supposed to be on page 7? Specific beats. No.
Actually, wait, I have an idea. You have a Roll20 account, right?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, I can give you a character sheet,
I'm working on one.
but Roll20 does math for you, so.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we worked it out to be your modifier plus proficiency, or just the modifier.
You know, actually, yeah, might as well do it. Fucking my hand. Welcome to D&D, where we check all the rules constantly.
179 was the number I said. Right. Yes. That's what it was, right, Billy? Yes, it was, Billy. Good job. Billy! Here it is, using ability scores. Jesus fucking what? I think.
What's the 6th number?
It has a score.
15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8.
Okay, thank you.
To determine an ability modifier, blah blah. Subtract 10 and then divide by 2. Blah 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 blah. proficiency bonus. Circumstance rolls.
Oh, apparently I'm not smelling. That's good. But no, seriously, I have it set up so you guys can either A, be in an adventuring party, or literally open your own store and run that. I don't care. The story will carry the story of the world will carry on with or without you. Also, now they actually the other team actually opened up a mercenary guild, so sadly they're still too new that you guys wouldn't hear about them yet. But above the board.
Proficiency saving throw. On page. Power.
13 would be +2.
Yeah, you help out, John. I'll help out.
Deal.
I think your wife's
13 is
fine.
+1.
13 plus
10, 12, and 13. 10, 12, and 13 are all. Well, 10's 0. 12 and 13 are 1. 15 is 2.
Okay.
You got anything above 15? Let me know.
Okay.
I mean, your proficiency bonus is still +2, so.
I also realized, so for strength and dexterity, I have 12, and on strength I had +1, and dexterity I had +2,
1.
so it should be +1 on both of those. Okay. $13 should also be +1.
Yes.
14 should be.
That is +2.
Okay.
14 to 15 is 2. 13 to 12 is 1. 10 to 11, 0.
Okay.
9
so
and 8 is -1.
my character sheet was a little fucked up.
Yes.
All right, and then the skills. How many skills should I have selected?
I think the average is 4.
Skills. Would that be the yes. I've got 4 on mine, so.
So you have 4.
And then
Okay, what'd you pick out the background again?
I just worked out that whole wandering wizard bullshit.
Right. Okay.
and then for my skills, that add number is based on the stat that it comes from, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the 4 that you choose also add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Like, don't add it in the list. Just add it if I do a roll with it. Okay.
I add it in the list. Makes it easy for me.
Mhm.
But here, check mine.
Dexterity +1.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so I would definitely say that you would definitely be a sage at this point if you wish to take that as your background now. You get skill proficiency in Arcana and History. You get to pick 2 languages. I'm not going to give you the equipment for obvious reasons. You got that too, right?
Yep, I did. So I'm just gonna.
+5, baby.
Was your house falling apart again? More?
It's always falling apart.
Is it a rat?
It is. I'm not saying it on camera.
Did your cats fall through the ceiling?
It's just to find and replace attack the saving throws and are the 3 kinds of d20. Blah.
If you heard squeaky noises, it might have been my laptop.
No,
That wasn't it.
no, whatever it is, it's gone.
So I'm getting just, I think, just your modifiers for your saving throws and modifiers with proficiency for
It's also
your
winter,
rest,
so animals would be trying to get into houses. So
Yeah, anyway.
but yeah, I would say you could definitely take Sage's background if you want.
Oh right, your spell attack and modifier and your spell save DC.
That would be upstairs. That thud you heard. That was
Mhm.
upstairs. That was probably one of the cats jumping either
Wait,
on the
what?
shelf or the television. And that's them chasing each other around.
So my spell save DC is gonna be 13.
I don't think so. I'm finding wizard again.
This is a whole new part of the character sheet for me.
Basically,
Yeah.
wizards are the only ones that really have to worry about the third freaking sheet, really.
Yeah, because it's all magic.
Basically.
Yeah. Everyone else just has like 3 slots and
Wisdom
knows how they do.
for a wild
How they do.
+2.
Oh yeah, weapon proficiencies changed too. Dagger, sling, dart, quarterstaff, light crossbow.
Okay.
Wait, is short sword in there?
Nope.
I would have said he would have taught you how to use a short sword at least.
Okay. Or, well, kept me.
Along with everything else. Yeah.
So, okay, how did,
Okay, you go. I can jump back to that.
how is it determined when you lose proficiencies?
I'm going to say, seeing as you've literally took 20 years without practicing that skill,
Mhm.
I'd say you lose it.
Okay. Does that include languages?
I would
You
let
can
him
keep the
this.
languages if you wanted to.
Yeah, languages don't evolve outward from the numerical or direct class stuff.
Okay,
It's
so
more character, racial.
Okay, well, look at your race, look at your class, and then look at your background. And then count all those up. I'm pretty sure Wizard gives you +1 actual language anyway.
actually, language was because of my race.
Okay, then
I've
that's
got
not
counting
effective.
comics,
That's not
so that's
effective.
fine. And I have celestial because of the flail.
That doesn't change either.
Was she there the whole time, or
Yeah, no, she basically took notes along with you.
okay?
You may or may not have used her in your earlier years to try and cheat until you realized, no, Tim's actually staring at you from the book. So you figured, oh yeah, trying to be sneaky, hence why you lost stealth proficiency, is pointless.
All right, so I had light armor.
Because he's better at it.
I had light armor, simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, short swords, and thieves' swords. So those are all off.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no armor proficiency to speak of. By the way.
Does that mean I can't use the armor that I'm currently wearing?
I think it means that you can't really move well.
So Pax is going to want to pop the armor off. Alright, so those are all gone. What do I have now?
Like I said, Tim wouldn't have
Okay.
dipped too much into the armor wearing and spellcasting thing with you.
Yeah. Short sword from Tim. Daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, light crossbow. All
I
right.
should also remind you that the flail gives you proficiency with that flail alone. You don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Okay, and are we changing which skills you have proficiency in?
Yes, that changed.
Okay. Well, as far as what comes from being a wizard, choose 2 from Arcana History, Insight Investigation, Medicine, Religion. I think the other 2 come from your race and whatnot.
Yeah.
Can I shift my attributes?
Yeah.
So I can take 2 off of one and stick 2 on another.
Basically.
So intelligence, wisdom are gonna be like my top 2, right?
Basically.
Fuck, I don't have a lot to work with.
Nope.
Mind you, the standard range is 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8.
Standard array for that I was told starts at 17, ends at 9.
What?
Or wait, no.
That's
That
not
comes
right.
from other. That comes from class and other and
Yeah, that's other shit.
other
That's
shit.
just-
Right, you're right. You're right. Sorry about that. Never mind.
Say, the fuck do you mean? What system is this? I was like gonna say Pathfinder. We're like, no, Pathfinder does an entirely different thing.
Yeah, my bad.
It's alright.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to jump over to the spellcasting thing.
Hold on a second.
I'd say let's let him figure out his skills and then
Okay.
take from there.
He stops making noises and movements, so I figured he had.
I thought he was stuck.
I was looking.
You guys want hot chocolate?
I can go for cocoa.
That's 4 hot chocolates. Okay.
Alright, let me move this
You're
out of
good.
the way.
You're fine. I'm already up and past you.
He gone.
Yeah, but I still don't want it to be in anyone's way, though. Alright, now that makes sense. Okay.
Okay. Did you ever watch a version of Romeo and Juliet set in like the modern day in your high school?
Yes.
Does that spark memory of it?
Damn it.
There's a whole thing on Twitter about that shit.
Damn it, and then I could have really used that though.
Instead of trying to square that circle, he just has long sword bolt etched on the side of his fucking shotgun.
Yes.
That was fucking amazing.
I was like, why would you even? And I liked Romeo and Juliet for a minute, but then I was like,
Yeah, was that the
really
one with
look at it.
DiCaprio?
yes.
Huh.
When I really looked at it, I was like, you two are stupid as fuck.
I mean, they were
Both of
14.
you.
Kids are stupid.
Yeah.
Both of them. I was like, why?
Kids are stupid. People are stupid.
Yes.
Kids are especially stupid.
Incredibly.
Okay. All right.
You good?
I think so.
All right.
I think I fucked myself over a few times because, like, my deception, I realized should have been a +2, but I had it as a +1. Assuming that matches what's on here. Yeah, I then fucked up some. Oh, fuck, this can be confusing.
My wisdom was supposed to be a +2. The wild hunt.
Okay, does my passive wisdom change perception?
I don't
Depends
fucking
on
know a
what it
thing
says.
about passive wisdom.
Well,
Oh,
passive
God.
wisdom, from what I've read,
How's everything going?
I was looking.
Passive wisdom and perception and all that bullshit.
Pretty sure it's 10 plus wisdom modifier as your passive.
Okay, so that's
Which, like, some people can have, like, 20 freaking passive wisdom because it's fucking hilarious to have it. You take right beats.
Yep. Beats can break a fucking character.
Yes, I can. You have any more pretzels? Or?
Ass loads.
Thank you. Feeling a bit peckish.
Yeah, the row closest to you was up against the heater if you want a warm one.
Wait, let me just break this. Try not to rip this.
I'd have gone with like the twist thing to break one.
Yep. Get
Now, you want mustard or you want some of the cheese?
some of the cheese, please.
Some of the cheese.
Oh my. Sounds like
What's the matter?
I was just updating my equipment list on there because I only had that part listed on here. Because this is from a while ago. Like, it still had Cobalt and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do I get for initiative? Or is that
I thought initiative was like +2.
I know you
I think
rolled.
it's your dex mod. Hey Brian, what's the initiative modifier? Dex?
Yep.
Okay, so that's +1. And then what did I have for saving throws?
Your
Wisdom is mine.
just your ability score modifiers. So and then intelligence and wisdom is your ability score plus proficiency. So
Okay, so it's going to be a +3. And wisdom also +3.
and fill the others in too.
Careful. Very close to the rim.
Yes, I see.
Which beats it overflowing, but not by much.
Oh!
Let me just wait. Before you...
Yeah, yank that.
Everyone clear some space.
That was so close to ruining this. So
Yeah, I
quickly.
was very much keeping it over here intentionally for a bit, but yeah.
It's like I have to table at
Let
some
me
point.
fix that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this.
I wonder what the melting point of these dice is.
Probably higher than hot chocolate.
I would hope so, but you never know. At least not without testing.
All right, who's got a bag of cursed dice?
I have cursed dice, but I don't think you want them.
We can test burning them.
Oh my god, I don't think you want them.
I'm not gonna roll with them.
You might
Okay.
release something though.
Yes.
True.
If you use those,
Okay, so we should go to the store and get some fresh
you
dice.
would rarely.
Are there tissues somewhere?
I have some old ones. They might have been previously used,
I don't want to try that then.
but they
Napkins
might
work.
have just gotten balled up by being in my bag. Let me see. Yeah, these are still compacted together from the packaging.
What are you looking for?
Tissue. You need bigger mugs.
Yes.
Right.
Alright, I'm good at walking without even looking. You see, that'd been the most inopportune time. No drops spilled.
Woo!
Yes.
Angle.
Yeah, I'll be
Moving
fine.
the book.
That'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
Alright.
His name is Garrett.
So anyway,
Anyway,
spellcasting modifier. I had that open to it.
so 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your int modifier.
Yep.
So I had 2 plus 1, so it's gonna be
Plus 3 plus 8, so 11.
okay.
So that'll be way the fuck down there. There you go.
This one
Save DC.
13.
And then the other one will be plus 3.
And spell attack bonus. Do I
Wait,
get
no, that's spell attack bonus is plus 3. This is to note that it's intelligence.
So that should be plus 1.
Just note that it's INT.
Okay.
And that should be plus 3 under there.
Yeah.
It is underneath of that.
Yes.
And then pick your damn spells.
Okay.
I'm gonna say clear up a spot really quick.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to pull something up and say the full list of necromancy spells specifically.
Was that in here?
They're not sorted by school, but it is at the back.
Okay.
Most of the back before the appendices is, or is it after this appendix but before the other? No, that's monsters between the two. Yeah, most of the ass end of the book is dedicated to the spells. So we can start with
Brian gets himself the easy to get mug, even though he's the closest to the kitchen.
Then it's also unclean. I've been using this since this morning, so unless you want my germs, didn't think anyone would.
I won't speak for anyone else, but I don't. Brianna's trembling, so I'm gonna take that as a big fat no. And Billy
all spells
is focused.
as described, and then the list of ones that you can choose. Paladin, sorcerer, right? It starts there,
Okay.
sorted by level.
Hey, we lost a viewer. That's
All
cool.
right. So cantrips.
Excuse me.
Cantrips. I'm picking how many?
I'm gonna say just pick some spells.
I believe you get 3 from the starting wizards.
I'll add spell. I'll send you spells at a later time.
But I'm just doing a couple cantrips right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
just the ones you can start. Also, yeah, here is a full list of all necromancy spells, filtered by level.
Cool.
I would also grab some utilities like minor illusion or something, but you know.
Holy shit! What else that candle is? No, nothing. But it looks like.
Yeah, just an illusion, fine.
Twas but an illusion.
Life is an illusion.
Life is a highway.
Ah, Rascal Flats. Takes me back.
Ooh, that sounds handy.
Hmm.
Spare the dying.
Yeah, it's pretty handy. You're basically the closest thing to a cleric in PC wise. And oddly enough, you're a necromancer.
Yep. Necromancy spares the dying, or you could just resurrect them. Oh, did you see his music video on races?
Yes. I think that was. Did he cover constructs or no? Because there was like a small Easter egg that only a few people would have got. Like a few people got.
You mentioned Warforged, that's it.
Was it shown by a little person, little guy in the corner?
Maybe?
Yeah. Regardless. No, that was a reference to a game he was on earlier this year.
Fuck you.
Why?
I tapped the spell and apparently it's a paid thing.
Yeah. Is it off of DM's Guild? Or not DM's Guild? Fuck,
D&D
face.
Beyond.
Yeah, pay to win. Basically.
Well, that's just what you can add to your profile on D&D Beyond.
It doesn't seem to.
It'll
It
just.
doesn't even give it to you.
Oh, it's in Xanathars. You got Xanathars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it. What's the name of it?
Toll the Dead. I'm just looking at things to see what they are.
Yeah, I will be sending you a list of your spells.
Order components?
Hmm?
Order components?
If you don't have a magical focus, they are what you need unless they cost money.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. They don't get consumed unless they cost cash.
But you have to have the item to do the thing.
In theory, yeah. For example, casting Fireball requires an amount. It doesn't say how much, so who gives a fuck. Bat poop and what was it, sulfur?
I think so.
Wizards. Radagast the Brown.
So basically, you could just have a little tiny vial of bat poop and a little tiny vial of sulfur in your bag, and you can fireball.
You could,
And it's
or
not
you can
consumed.
be, practical and get a knife that's imbued with magic.
Yeah, seriously. Spellcasting focus for the win.
Order V and S.
Verbal, somatic. That means that for that spell you have to both move, shake it all around like you just don't care, and say something stupid.
What's M?
Material.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, here we go. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Point at one creature you can see within range, and the sound of a bell fills the air around it for a moment. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12 necrotic. And it increases by
Look at it, so like, hey, squeeze me.
dice when you level up a few times.
I thought you were going to say Baba Yaga.
Oh no, that's actually in the creature code.
Oh, actually, if I'm doing 3 cantrips, that's all of them?
It's actually pretty cool. Obviously,
Yes.
she's in that book.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
have
you
her
might want to tab over and note how much, what they
I wonder what
they
Nope.
do and what their
she
range
has
is?
2 things she can do. One, she throws her teeth at you.
Ugh.
They talk
Possibly
mad
on
shit
your
about her,
attacks
actually. It's hilarious.
page.
Wow.
Where's my text page?
Clean it.
Main page. Yeah, there you go.
So just list them all here too.
I mean, I would list them in the open block since it's range, not attack bonus. Chill touch range,
Shit,
this is a lot of 120. prep and
Oh, this is
Ah, yes.
yeah, balls.
The Death House.
And
I've heard
1d8.
nothing but good things.
Oh my.
Toll the Dead.
Jeez.
Here it is. Cat.
60 feet. There it is.
Because one of our players was
1d8
like, oh, please,
or
please,
1d12.
I mean, if it's official, sure.
How do you decide which?
I said as if it's missing any hit points.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then the other one is, well, that's not an attack, so that doesn't care. Go there.
All right. So that one is not ranged at all.
It's not an attack at all.
Okay.
That's your combat panel.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, you might also want to put Miss Feathers in there on the upper.
Wait. What? What am I?
Your flail, genius.
Oh.
Haunted one. Right, that's what it did. Or darkness.
Text size.
That most of the fields, like this one, as I filled it up, it resized, but apparently that one has a limit on characters.
It is in fact a different color.
Yeah.
Feather flail.
The Death House.
So it's many others. I'll just put flail.
I'm
Probably
gonna
have that written down.
I'm gonna enjoy
Yes, I do
reading
have that.
Death House later. I've heard nothing but beautiful
Tiny
TPK
survey.
stories.
Oh my.
Flail is melee damage?
Unless you're throwing it at someone.
A flail? Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Thought so.
Actually, one of my friends, the other GM that I talked to, actually, if you're in the server, you know him as Brutus.
Mm-hmm.
He actually uses the Dark Heresy system, which I have considered doing a game with, along with the Cyberpunk game. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided yet.
Dark Heresy, Warhammer?
Yep.
Heretic!
Basically. The fun thing is, though, the way he does it is he doesn't play Warhammer, though. Well, not, at least he doesn't run the game Warhammer. He runs his own games, so that's pretty interesting. I might experiment with that later. Whereas D&D isn't...
I find it interesting that the necromancy school actually has things that are
The healing spells.
Yeah.
Not just some healing. The healing spells are necromantic.
Yeah. You're bending the dark forces of the freaking weave to fucking serve your will.
So is the weave kind of like the force?
Essentially. More or less.
Okay. So it has a light side and a dark side. Kinda.
The weave doesn't take sides. That's the thing.
The weave
The weave is the weave.
The weave is the weave.
Oh wait, no. I apologize. Dark. If I'm recalling the lore for Wizards of the Coast, which I'm slowly beginning to just say fuck Wizards of the Coast, slower for reasons, but I'm not getting into that too much right now. But to my knowledge, you take the dark energies from a different realm or something. I'm not sure. Sultan, the Prince of Darkness. Bitch. I will drink hot chocolate at you menacingly. Without even blowing on it. I love how we are all just taking small sips and she's still blowing.
I don't want to burn myself.
I'd say bring that closer to your face. Just because I'm watching it slowly getting ready to spell over. You. Because it's like at the rim and you're like about an inch away. It's going to hit you on the lap.
So you wanted her to get it on her chest instead.
No, I wanted to get her in her mouth instead. I have a girlfriend. She's probably watching this, so I don't need that shit. Thanks, John.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't implying like wet t-shirt contest thing. I was
What t-shirt
implying
contest? Woo!
painful burning all over.
Yeah, that would have hurt too.
So John, if
Yes.
you're interested in the being as menacing as fucking possible, you could go with heat metal.
That was. Did you heat metal in somebody's armor, or is that?
No, that was
also-
a video. That was
a story he told you.
Okay.
Bashu.
I'm having trouble remembering what is from our game and what is from other games.
That's why I'm very careful with how I build my world. Well, how I do my world.
Up goes the arm.
That was my left arm. Actually, specifically right here.
Do you listen to the Adventure Zone?
No, I want to, but there's so fucking much of it, and
Anyways, everyone all set with their new shit?
I think so. Billy, did we go over all the important shit? I have cantrips. You said you're gonna send me the spells.
Yeah.
Whoa.
it's just this. Oh yeah, you gotta drink more of that, man. On Magway, you should watch that.
Yeah, but like I've got it down, and it's just that you had it sloshed.
Yeah, well, I had
Really
to shift
hard.
in my chair.
Good thing, Bill, like you got rid of the talk. It was like a fingernail from the top.
Yeah, but mine is on an even surface. His is canted.
True. Alright, so let's get back into this. So, you've recovered from your coma.
Yeah. There's not, Fax wakes up from his nap after cuddling Bandit, and looking back on the 23 years of Tim.
There's only Tim.
Technically, that was
Yeah,
it for the
there-
last 20 years, yeah.
I'm guessing it was mostly Void, and it was just Tim and Fax and whatever things he happened to conjure up for
Basically.
training, but mostly Void.
Only Tim.
And no sleep.
Not much sleep now. Although, surprisingly, you never really did get too tired. Like, you got drained, like, physically and mentally of, oh god, so much books, gotta take a moment to rest. But you didn't get, like, wow, my muscles hurt, my body's complaining, I should sleep. Like, your eyes didn't get tired from, like, lack of sleep.
Just staring at books for hours on end.
Oh yeah, you have.
Basically,
four
also
specials.
another thing, anytime you would lay on your back, Tim would just walk by and drop a book on your face. And, like, if you have time to sit there and stare at the void, you have time to stare at a book, and then just drop a book on your face.
What do I have for him?
Never. First level spell slots, and I forget how many second. One, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the PHP. You have a PHP now. You can find out.
Alright.
You have a
It's
sign
on that
page?
type. It's on that table on the first page of Wizard.
I need to get sticky notes.
Yes.
Although,
Trust me, it's a lifesaver.
I'm-
Unless you can get it organized and not have your cat eat it.
well, my cat won't eat it because he won't be near the book.
You
But
say that.
it's gonna be in my bag. My cat doesn't go in bags; he chews on bags. He doesn't care what's inside; he just wants to chew on the bag. He likes plastic bags. Anyway, yeah. So Fax is gonna just bask in, or think about what he has learned, and he's gonna go down to the kitchen again because he's
You
hungry
spent
after
20 years without food.
Yeah, he didn't eat for 20 years, so he wants to eat something. And he harkens back to the days of little Bandit growing out of a pot, and asks,
So long ago.
so long ago, so very, very long ago, and he asks Cookie to make up 2 meatloaves,
Didn't you just eat?
like 20 years ago.
Motherfucker, it's been an hour.
Tim magic.
I don't understand what that means.
He did a magic
He does
in
not,
the
yes.
book for 23 years of training.
Trading?
Yeah, he taught me necromancy.
Oh well. Kirk's not gonna question is like, well, adventures, I don't care. Yeah, he's gonna whip up just basically take some scrap meat laying around and just throw it into a loaf. Just sees a roach hitting around, just punches it, turns it into a mallet, just
This works very well, by the way.
I mean, it is a bread-based pastry. It is a bread-based food.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And hot chocolate essentially is coffee.
No.
No.
Component-wise, I mean, it's basically a ground-up bean
Mm.
mixed in with hot water.
Okay. That I'll
When you
grab.
break it down to that component, if we're breaking that down to just being bread. So in short, this is coffee and that's a donut, is the comparison I would make.
Anyway, you cookie thing.
Meatloaf.
He gives you meatloaf. Here you go!
2 meatloafs?
He grabs the meatloaf, pulls it in half. Here you go!
Alright, so thank you.
You have 2 halves of meatloaf.
Thanks. And then he goes out and just plumps down outside the kitchen door and gives Bandit his half. And
Yeah, Bandit wasn't with you that entire time, by the way. So
I said took Bandit down.
I know. I meant like when you were in the when
In
you were.
space brain.
Oh well, Bandit still eats food and likes meatloaf. So
He's going to eat it. He's just emphasizing you've been away from Bandit for an ass
which is
loadiness amount of time, man.
which is why
It's like you give him a nice hearty squeeze, he just folds over your arm.
which is why Fax took a nap with Bandit and then took him to the kitchen and is probably not gonna have him away from the side for a while.
Fax never doesn't nap with Bandit and take him to the kitchen. This is just normal behavior.
True. It's extra normal.
Okay. Just enjoying.
Enjoying the Bandit.
Because
They're just gonna sit and eat slowly.
yeah, you put the meatloaf in front of you, he just falls over.
So Fax is gonna pet Bandit as he consumes, but he's gonna slowly eat and enjoy his own.
Just puts it upwards.
Hopefully Sophia was standing there watching.
Broadspank is an asshole.
Who?
Exactly.
Pants.
Anyway.
Pants?
No, it's actually a reference. So, who's doing what next? I guess we'll do Zoc. As your associate turned dragonborn turned wizard.
So have I got as much as I'm going to get out of this book or
For
no?
the time being, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Because I myself have to do more research in order to explain it further for that.
Yeah. So I am going to go put both of those back on shelves, I guess. Just gotta find a gap that already is there.
Yeah, go for it. So you put it back on the shelf, no problem.
Yeah. And go get some proper breakfast, something gnomish, maybe.
Hey, you guys are still in the morning, shit, right?
Yeah, it's been like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, it is now.
it's 1.
It's 1 o'clock. So we
2
have
hours.
like
Woo!
2 hours of real time for like 20 minutes of RP.
D&D.
Yeah!
And then we'll have parts where we've got
A
4
five-
hours
a
and
5
5
minute
minutes.
A 5-minute conversation takes about an hour IRL. That's role playing for you.
And then a 5-day journey takes about 20 minutes IRL.
Fucking 5-day journey takes about 5 seconds.
Well, it depends.
5-day journey takes as long.
As long as
can
the
take,
GM says it does.
takes as long as it takes to say 5-day journey.
Did we
5
have to
days
fight
later.
anything along the way? Was there any
Nope, you
bushes?
just made it there.
It literally could just be,
God.
no, you just rode horses, you're fine.
We tangented.
Tangents!
Sideshow Tangents is a really good podcast. You should go give it a listen.
Regardless.
Not sponsored, but I like Sideshow Tangents.
What the fuck were you standing up? I guess the same time I was doing the work. Okay. Yeah, the stream's a bit behind.
By a lot.
Yeah.
By a lot.
Heat.
You were just standing up a minute ago. So.
And you just did that 5-day journey thing.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna stop chewing on a piece of turkey and go get some actual nice gnomish mushroom-based something from
As
Cookie.
you approach the kitchen, you're completely undetected.
Yes, gnomes are short. I get it.
And Cookie is too, so he just has long arms to compensate, so he can pull himself up and just go.
Doesn't he also have magic arms?
That too.
Magically long.
When I think of Cookie, I think of him kind of just magically shapeshifting all the time, not as like
I mean,
a
none
solid
of
entity.
you guys have really spent too much time with Cookie.
For good reason.
I mean, I'm not blaming you.
Just wanted to make sure.
I mean, literally, the only cat player that's actually spent time with Cookie has been freaking Awkward, and you know how he is with personal space, so.
Yeah.
But yes, regardless. So what do you do? What do you order from Cookie?
I kind of remember. There's like there's like a dish I know of in IRL that's like some kind of mushroomy thing that sounds like a gnome would eat it.
Mushroom stew?
Nah, breakfasty.
Mushroom
That's-
pepper?
That seems more like a lunch. like it. I keep it in the same filing cabinet as words like omelet. You know, stuff that's very specifically breakfast.
You can get a mushroom omelet.
God.
Why the hell not? Sure. Yeah, mushroom omelet, chicken eggs.
Shut up!
Thank you, Cookie.
Yeah, it gets tea in the amount of time that's needed.
Alright. Go back to our room and eat, I guess. Bring the plate back down.
All you guys are basically just loading off with fucking Cookie.
I mean, life hands you 3 free meals a day.
Is Fax the only one who's ever actually paid for food in the tower?
Oh, you're the only one who's ever needed to pay for food.
Yeah. How many meatloafs did
Yes.
the bandit eat?
Bandit had yes meatloafs.
Yeah, he had a lot of meatloafs.
I did.
He had. It took a lot to transform him into the beautiful creature he
And
is
he
today.
ate yours too.
And he ate mine.
If Bandit could, he would use conveyor belts as utensils.
Probably. Didn't he get full at one point though?
No.
No. I don't think Bandit has ever gotten full.
We're gonna have to deal with a fucking bandit kaiju in 5 years. He's gonna fall in a tank of grain and just emerge 2 days later.
Where the hell did Bandit go?
Or maybe he'll be like Tribbles and he'll multiply.
Where the hell did Bandit go? Last I saw him, he was at the grain silo.
Where's the grain silo?
Echoing across the hills.
Now here's a question. When Bandit envelops a meatloaf, does he physically grow larger?
The meatloaf's smaller than him.
Yeah, but like if I kept feeding him meatloaf, would he actually start getting bigger or
That's up to you to figure out, boy.
To the scientific method.
Oh boy.
yeah,
Yeah, just
keep feeding him
keep in
meatloaf.
mind, wizards are occasionally classified as the D&D grad student. We try and figure stuff out.
Like how much the human penis can stand.
Oh, that is such a visual.
That's a Brian thing, alright.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Like how many
is.
things you would store to the human anus?
Ah,
Or if you could successfully use the scrotum as a sleeping bag.
If it's big enough.
I mean,
oh my.
if you go with like a dwarf and a Goliath.
Oh,
Definitely.
no, no.
I'm a kangaroo. I'm a kangaroo. I'm a kangaroo.
You broke Billy.
Oh,
Good job. You broke Brianna too. Just different kind of break.
Scrape the visual. Scrape the visual.
Boy, sure hope it doesn't get cold out.
Yes, fat bastard, yada yada.
Oh, yes, I reckon.
It was very much fat bastard.
Yeah, that was like spot on with that pasture.
It was.
Accidentally did a fat bastard impersonation. Yeah.
I mean, you're already halfway there most of the time.
Oof. And then Zoc died.
Yeah. And the bookshelf fell. And Zoc was caught underneath.
A 3-story tall bookshelf in a room that big probably would just hit the opposite wall before it hit the ground.
It would probably.
Oh no, I was talking about the pile of books that would fall with it.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yes,
books
I
would
was about
certainly.
to get to that. It's just
And
Well-
also, seeing as none of you guys have ever seen the back of these shelves, you don't know how deep they go.
No, we have
One
not.
would presume that bookshelves go roughly 1 book deep.
Yeah, keep thinking that, wizard. Tim would have taught you better not to think like that.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're gonna be a wizard, you gotta think these things, man.
My
Expect the stupid and weird.
my thinking is it would be Time Lord magic-y stuff where the bookshelves themselves would be 1 book deep if you looked at them from the side, but then there could be more books behind them.
It's Tim's tower. If a bookshelf falls, it's because he intentionally wants it to, most likely.
Yeah.
And if he wants it to, it might be 20 yards deep.
He probably can also alter it however the fuck he wants.
He basically
On the
just
fly.
just for fun, he pushes over a bookshelf, walks out the room, gets a thing of coffee that he just freshly grows and brews himself. Walks back in, books are still pouring out. Yep. He's lived alone for like 60 years. He's done some stupid shit. Probably in every room, he's done some stupid shit.
I mean, Kapu already had a room here, and then we moved into it. I've just figured he's had he was probably alone for a while, but I've presumed him to be allowing his various, presumably continuous amount of mercenaries to operate out of here.
Give me a history check with advantage.
That would be a 10 plus
10
intelligence.
So 11.
You would know he's only recently opened up his tower to mercenaries. A lot of times, mercenaries being hired out usually just stay in the local inns and shit. They usually don't last a week.
Again, he might know this. I'm still presuming that.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
I had a really
As for Kapu, he was only 3 years old.
She.
They.
It had boobs, so
It.
You don't know what else it had?
fair enough. Although I
Above
think
the board.
Kapu went by she, her,
Let's just say
I don't remember.
person.
whatever.
This person.
They,
It's called
not
It's an
specific
undead.
third person.
It's an undead. It's an it. Doesn't matter what it was. It's whatever the fuck their owner tells me it is now.
You know what? You're right. The really important thing is, I have to go to the bathroom.
Have fun. I had a stupid idea of how to fix the tower. Go kill a bunch of small animals
Yeah.
and then necromancy them back to life as like little worker things and have them just go find stone and then put it back where the tower was and just build from there. Not tell them to stop and then they just keep going up into the sky.
I actually worked out the specifics of Tim's Tower earlier this week. That wouldn't work.
Hmm.
You know,
That was a stupid idea.
but if you want, you can give me another history check with advantage as you're trying to figure out Tim's shit. You've had 20 years. I'm sure you've asked him every question you could think of.
Alright, 17.
You would know that that you're actually not in the tower.
So where am
You're
I?
in a pocket dimension.
Oh.
The only real floor that exists would be the caverns underneath. To your knowledge, the way that he's explained it, you're basically in a giant sphere that is centered around the tower. Hence the ability to stretch outside of the tower.
Hmm.
The tower itself is more just a point that he's decided, oh yeah, no, this is totally where I live. And he's later explained, no, I have out people that if I leave this town will disappear. Is what he's told you.
Hmm.
If I go away too long, and people think I'm gone, or I've moved shop, this town will be destroyed within a matter of hours. Well, a matter of weeks.
So that makes me think it's an illusion.
No, the only real thing that the reason why you couldn't get into the tower originally is because there is no door. There's literally no door, which is why you can approach the tower from any direction you want and still end up on the first floor. You could be on top, press your hand against the wall while hanging off of it, and walk onto the first floor.
So all the windows, like for the library and
Basically,
stuff
what it is there's basically two windows.
Mhm.
The physical window, which is actually carved into the tower to help proceed with the illusion that somebody lives there, which is why you're able to swing in. Which actually, thanks to some background magic, it made it so that the world didn't fucking collapse. Yeah, no, as usual, I'm like, I'm gonna roll things. But luckily those kicked in time, so nothing collapsed too big. But if you were to actually find the mural that you crashed through and compare it with the mural on the inside, they're two different murals.
And then where there's the hole in the top of the tower and the floor that I went to, basically the exterior illusion of the tower was just conformed to the interior illusion.
Basically.
Okay. So, but otherwise, the tower is basically
it's just a giant thing of obsidian. That's it. Which
So-
is why when Zoc looked at it, he couldn't tell any magic in there.
Okay.
Thing is, obsidian doesn't obscure magic.
So is the interior tower interior the pocket dimension interface with the space of where the actual tower is?
What do you mean?
Like, if I could bring the sphere that is the interior of the tower into the
It wouldn't fit.
I know it wouldn't fit in the tower, but if I phased it into the reality we actually walk around in, would it be physically located where the tower is?
Technically, yes.
Okay. But it would be a big sphere, I'm assuming
That's
the
another
size of
thing
a
that
crater.
he would have probably told you, admitted to you over the years, like during while you're breaking. It's like, so you got any questions? And like you would ask this shit. And like you'd have this conversation basically over the 20 years. It doesn't matter where the actual tower is, so long as other people think that he lives in that tower. It's the only thing that actually mattered. So basically, he can literally walk up to a door, just any door, cast the spell that he needs to cast, and walk right into his tower. He can be in fucking Dawnshire and walk into his tower.
So the tower interior doesn't have any correlation to physical space in the real world.
It just is a really, really good ruse to make everyone think, no, he totally lives in that tower.
So if the entire tower was
if the tower is gone, he could still just basically walk up to his the neighboring fucking doorway and just walk right into his own tower.
So if the
only thing that actually does exist is the basement.
If the obsidian tower was destroyed, then your wife says stop talking with your mouth full. You have to talk there to really stick to her. That's not talking, right?
Butt salad.
There you go. Anyway. Okay, so if the entire obsidian tower was just vaporized.
If you just took basically a giant sword and just think and picked it up and threw it somewhere, then what?
Then would people think would the fact that people then think, oh, his tower's gone, he's gonna need a new tower, would they think that it was destroyed and therefore would be destroyed?
No. What people think and what actually happens have no correlation. Tim just wants to give the illusion that he lives there.
Okay. Well, what about you said about the if he left too long and people thought he moved shop, then the town would be destroyed.
He doesn't go into too much detail about it, but you're able to make your own assumptions.
Your wife says you're disgusting.
I know, that's all. I haven't told up. Elbows cracking.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Bill is still here, apparently. You didn't release anyone, did you?
Huh? No.
Okay. Yeah, we're super behind.
I didn't realize at first that we still had the still image of Brian on the side.
Ah, it's like,
So
wait,
you
when
were
did they change
super
shirts?
And you were
No,
confused.
it was more. I hear him speaking, but sedately, but he's keeping himself very still. Or wait,
Massive illusion.
Life is an illusion. She called you an infantile ape.
Yeah.
Now he's a pyro.
Oh, they didn't like. Also, one of those things I've realized: game masters make the best players. Because literally, my friend Chris, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go find an orc because these humans are weak." I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's respectable." So I started talking to him in Warhammer Orc, and he's like, "I mean, we are speaking Orc," so he just starts speaking back, and I'm like, "Yes!" It was just good fucking fun all around.
Nap time. You missed Brian. Wow, I guess you were watching the stream, so.
Some.
Regardless, yes, that's where we're at right now.
I like the idea that like across all realities, games, and existences, Orcish is always just Cockney with too many teeth in your mouth.
Yeah. We just gotta go show them bloody human gits what a good old crumpet is. I don't feel like shouting because of the mics, but yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
We's gonna show them a proper war.
Whoa! What happened to General Ballsack?
He's still around. You guys just don't
He's
hang out
with
with Hank
Hank.
that much.
Okay.
Well, Hank didn't really seem inclined to hang out with us, so I don't want to bug Hank.
You guys are too passive.
Yeah,
Hank,
but we're still alive.
So's the other parties.
I thought Hank was going to be an integral part of the story.
He can be, depending on where you take him.
Yeah, but like for a while he just was following us, and he was basically
Yeah, you guys had the same mission.
Yeah, he was basically being Tim 2.
Well,
And
Tim was basically Hank to for the long run of it.
Yeah. I just thought he was going to come back.
You can still find him in the city.
Yeah,
I actually after every game I usually roll to find out what the NPCs are doing. So he's been up to shit.
I'm surprised he hasn't been. We haven't ended up on another mission with him.
Oh, you guys haven't requested a mission with him.
Well, I thought Tim would have just.
No. Honestly, the mute orcs are better. Bitch. She just doesn't like us because we smooths down there. She wants the orcs with the C because they gets the D. Just gonna let that sit.
Okay. That took smooth further than I thought you were.
Regardless. So yeah, you two are just basically, everyone's just basically had breakfast still. Fucking Christ, we need to move this shit along. Come on.
I mean, it's not like there's a whole lot going on in town, other than, figuring out what the fuck with the cultists.
True.
And I'm not going to talk to Tim about that, because I have a self-preservation instinct.
Fax is going to go back and take off his armor because he realizes how uncomfortable it feels now.
Yeah.
That he forgot how to armor. Does Zoc wear robes?
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Imagine what I'm wearing, but slightly more wizardly. Long robe. Something halfway between a trench coat and an open robe over, basic clothing.
Oh, that's what you use. Oh,
What?
It sent you some?
What?
Sheets.
Yeah. I have a thing for
And the classic wide-brimmed hat.
What are the sheets on the bed? On Fax's bed?
Oh. Probably linen.
You have enough money to go buy clothes. You realize this.
Yes, but this is Fax. He's very much thinking, that kind of looks like a cape.
So he's just gonna run around in his dragonborn skivvies and a bedsheet cape.
Possibly.
I like this idea.
Are the linens red?
I'd say no.
You could roll a d8. Yeah, that's roughly enough for colors.
I'm just saying no.
All right.
They'd be something less dyed. They'd probably be white by now. Just with age alone. What the fuck is this? I have to have
Fax is gonna look through the. Is there a closet in the bedroom?
Yes.
Fax is gonna look through the closet and see what he finds.
You find a spare thing of robes.
Ah, perfect. Fax is going to change into the robes.
Ah, nice and.
You realize that's a women's robe, yes?
It was a woman's robe.
Fax is gonna
The
keep
moose
searching. What
Like
else?
bras, panties. No.
Magical.
Just a wooden thing that shakes.
God. I hope it's polished wood.
No, it's splintery. They like it rough.
Those wacky undead, right?
Oh, those undead and their necrophilia?
Is it technically necrophilia if they're reanimated?
Do you really want to ask that question?
Maybe.
In a necromancer's tower.
I mean, it is an interesting philosophical question.
Like, is fucking a lich the same thing as fucking a corpse? Enter that territory, basically.
I'm gonna go throw out this food that just hit the ground.
Yeah, it'll probably die if you eat it.
I don't appear to have my things. I'm happy.
Fax is gonna go looking around for robes.
The hunt for robes.
Yes.
What the fuck is this goddamn piece of shit?
The fuck, dude.
Did I not see it?
Wow.
What the fuck? Where is
I don't know if she's impressed or disturbed by that.
Wow.
She either really liked that or really hated it. Like, really, dude.
I don't
I
know
can't-
how I feel right now.
Where the fuck?
She's either
I'm
excited
gonna go
or
with
hateful.
shock.
Yeah.
She's in shock, but we don't know if it's a good kind of shock or a bad kind
I would
of
bet
shock.
on bad. I honestly.
I would too.
Where the
But-
fuck is this thing?
Who knows?
The only reason not to is to poke fun.
When's your other game, Brian?
3.
3 or 4. Why are people asking?
I'm tired, so I was wondering if maybe we could wrap it up earlier than that.
When's our 49ers game? Yeah, people are actually asking that. If you guys want to wrap early.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anything's really happening.
Well, no, you guys have
and-
basically been sitting in a tower. I have nothing I can do to you guys.
Yeah. And I don't think any of us really have
I
any
mean, Tim
ideas.
could always light one of us on fire if he really wanted to.
Oh my god. Why are you kidding me?
Great!
Damn it! I don't know if I want to die. Oh my god.
I mean, you're not in the tower, are you?
Yeah,
alright?
she is.
Tower. Shit. Oh my god.
Sophia. If you're staying over the library, throw me a perception check.
Oh. Why are you giving my ideas? Damn it.
Because we know they're all going to come back to you.
No, honestly, because I sometimes have not enough control over my mouth.
17.
You suddenly turn to the right as Zoc bursts into flames.
Prestidigitation can snuff out fires, yes?
Well, they can snuff out torchlight, not actual fires.
I mean, torchlight is fire. I recognize you're saying no. I just want to dispute like
Well,
the
no, I mean, like-
broader.
No.
He's talking about a little
Prestidigitation,
torchlight.
they can basically blow out a torch or a candle. They can't blow out they can also blow out a campfire, but that's a campfire that's centered. You, on the other hand, are entirely on fire.
Yeah, I get that. I was just the campfire is where I was going with that. I was gonna just recognize Tim Fire or something.
Regardless, you're on fire.
Give me a second. Why?
trying to get some water.
In the library. No, not in the library. Never mind.
Downstairs.
Ah! Yeah. Where's fuck.
Is there any
As he
odor
slowly
nearby?
burns to death.
Not in the tower.
Panicking.
Whoa.
Run.
The night you get
Running. Cookie, is there a cookie? Is there any water, please? Water, fire, ow!
Oh, let me check something. Drip. Sorry, all out.
Yeah, stop, drop, and roll. What do I roll for stop, drop, and roll?
I guess dexterity. Cookie just sits on the counter and watches you.
Laughing.
No, just
20.
woo. You're doing the best stop and drop and roll you can.
I noticed the qualifier there.
Yeah, no, you continue to stop, drop, and roll, but you appear to not be still be on fire.
Was there a roll for how long the fire would last?
Let me see.
I'm betting yes.
Yeah.
So what do you do? You're still on fire.
Pat and try and not be on fire. I don't know.
Roll your perception check.
That's gonna be.
I'm gonna. How long has this been?
Wait, do I get my proficiency
seconds.
bonus on that?
Problem? Do you have proficiency in perception?
No.
Then no.
Okay, so 18.
You saw Tim smirking a bit as he ran out of the room.
Is he gonna be okay?
I mean, presumably, yeah.
But
So unless he doesn't do anything stupid.
Wait, does this actual fire, Tim, wizard, fire? Fire?
Your hand's not burning or melting. As you think that it actually does start to bubble a bit as if it is melting. Hitting.
I'm gonna quickly move back to where Tim is and is this actual fire?
Yeah. Tim's just sitting on the couch. Yeah.
Journal play.
Well, I guess I'll go to the library and look up a fix for this then, while I'm on fire, won't I?
We're already in the library.
We were in our room and Tim was smirking there.
Oh, so you guys were in the library.
No, we were.
We were in our room after
Actually,
having eaten and looked.
Well, no, you were still in the library. He went
no,
off.
Fax was sitting
I went-
outside the kitchen.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I misplaced everything.
Yeah. He was outside the kitchen. He went back, looked in our rooms.
Oh, yeah, went back up to the room and was digging around.
Where I had eaten breakfast.
Right, we did so little, I forgot. Either way, yes, you are currently on fire to your knowledge.
Does it actually feel like fire, or did it just look at?
It certainly is. Your body's certainly having the effect of fire, but you don't. And it's certainly warm, but you're not like sweating.
Pain.
Still on fire. It has the
Detect
discomfort.
magic
It has
again.
it has the discomfort of fire, but not the pain of it.
Detect magic again.
It's illusion. Somewhere, deep in the tower. Delayed explosion. When the whole tower disappears.
No, to be fair to Brian, it was your own damn fault for giving me the idea.
Well, there's three possibilities here. One, this entire thing didn't actually happen. Two, we now have to have an adventure of rebuilding the entire tower instead of just the top.
The tower didn't explode, obviously, but no.
Or three,
But
he
you
says
were-
that.
You were set on fire.
Illusionary.
Yeah,
Is illusionarily a word?
probably.
It is now.
I hear the laughing, and I just shout back, "Why?
Boredom.
You just spent 20 years teaching."
You don't know that.
Don't I, though? Don't I?
Do you?
I
What do we really know? Just what do we really know exactly?
Yeah,
Nothing.
Zinch.
What really is knowledge?
The lifeblood of society.
You guys are basically just having a shouting match from like two different fucking floors. What really is knowledge?
I presume his voice just carries at his normal speaking voice.
Yeah, basically. Whereas you actually have to struggle.
Yeah, I'm just like, on an illusory fire, just. Let's fucking
Fair enough. Tim's basically the whole thing with Tim is he doesn't care what you guys fucking do. So unless you guys leave, nothing will happen.
Aren't you gonna start something with those merchants coming to town?
Yeah, but you guys are in the tower, so you wouldn't know if the merchants arrive or not.
I mean, we just went out and did shopping the other day.
True. But did you take the time to notice any new faces?
I mean, presumably if there was family in the crowd, they would have started screaming.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did you go, you little son of a bitch?
Yeah, but your family wasn't there. This is people from Dawnshire. Your people aren't in Dawnshire. Well, weren't, anyways.
You've missed 47 shifts.
You are on so much overtime. It's like you've been gone for years.
Yeah, I left a note. I don't know why you didn't read it.
You wrote it in Elven. We don't even know how you wrote it in Elven.
No, that doesn't seem like something he would do. Halfling, maybe.
You're a halfling. None of us speak halfling, you ass.
Well, they're merchants in a trading town, I would have presumed.
Yeah, regardless. But if you guys are actually tired, we can actually call here.
Yeah, I guess my railjack stuff doesn't finish baking for another 2 hours. No, either way.
I got stuff to do at home though.
Yeah. You got stuff to do at home.
I don't have a game at least for another hour or two.
You could sleep,
I could. I'm not going to.
but you could.
Yeah. We could do character shit. That way I can actually start working on your personal missions.
Yeah,
and shit.
fix it. Or we could completely fix up everyone's everything to make sure.
I know she's all set up. I just have to figure out your spells, and then that's basically it.
So why don't we wrap it? You can do spells and stuff for me, and
You
then
can go take a goddamn nap.
Yeah. After I do some shit,
You should nap first.
maybe I want to.
I will admit, you guys are coming at 11 works out a lot better for me.
For what?
You guys showing up at 11 works a lot better for me.
10 too early?
10's not too bad, but then I have more time I have to fill. Whereas if you guys show up at 11, I can get you guys out of here before 3, and then that leaves a bit of time for me to do prep work for the 4 o'clock game.
Alright, so the next game was, what, the 29th?
Presumably. If it's every 2 weeks, then yeah.
Well, we were mentioning that, we were talking about when to do the Secret Santa, and it was mentioned the 15th or the 29th being the games in December.
Yeah.
So I figured that someone had raised some objection to the, 3 days before Christmas being a game.
I mean, I have nothing going on that day.
So the next weekend I'm definitely going to be doing more shit at home, so I'm not free. Now the thing is with the 29th, I do not yet know whether or not I'll actually be free, because possibly family Christmas stuff for family that was not in the state for Christmas Day.
Yeah, I get it.
So we'll have to play that by ear, otherwise we might have to wait until the new year.
Well, that's up to you guys.
So this
I will
might
have
be
my
the last
shit
game.
always ready. Oh, mostly ready.
Yeah.
Because apparently I
Oh,
lost
John.
an entire
By the
document.
way, I also I got a picture of some specs if you might mind.
Right. I have to talk to you about the computer details.
Alright.
Do you have a preferred payment method or what?
We can figure it out. Should we end the stream?
It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
Either we
Because
can
we're
do
not-
character buff shit, like where I can work out your stories and shit, or we can do whatever.
Let's end the stream and I'll pack up while we talk stuff.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, bye, internet.
See you wherever. Actually, see you in a few hours.
Woo!
Okay.
Well, you won't see me, but you'll hear me.
And
Dulcet tunes.
and